guys, Chief Oscar here, and today I'm going to be reviewing my LEGO AK-47. So, a few weeks prior to this video, I did do a AK-47 LEGO review. That was this gun, but as you can probably see if you've seen that video, it has gone through numerous different little changes. So, before we get right into this video, I just want to rattle off some quick facts about this gun that I just found out over the weeks before I made the video. The AK-47, or as it is officially known in Russia, the Automat Kalashnikov 1947, or in English, the Automatic Kalashnikov 1947. The AK-47 is a 7.62 by 39mm assault rifle developed in the Soviet Union by Mikhail Kalashnikov. It is the originating firearm of the Kalashnikov rifle, or AK, family. Now, it did originate from the German Sturmgewehr 44, or STG 44 for short, and this was a rifle used by the German forces that really excited the Soviet Union, and they really wanted to try and make a rifle like this to replace their PPSH-41 submachine gun and their outdated Mosin Nagant bolt-action rifles that arm most of the Soviet army. So they made this gun that has become one of the most famous assault rifles in history. It is a gas-operated gun that fires 7.62 by 39mm bullets, and it's probably not the type of bullet. But this is my take on this gun. Of course, there are some imperfections. Here, I'll put a picture of an AK-47 up for you. So as you can see from that picture, you will see that there are a few minor differences between my make and the actual AK-47. The actual AK-47 would actually be a bit longer than this, and instead of this being here, it would have a wooden grip that is split down the middle, and it would be just sat right there. And but I of course missed that out because I did not have enough brown pieces to make that properly, and I wasn't exactly sure how I would do that. Now, there are a few things you might notice straight up. First is the zip tie there. Why have I got the zip tie there? To make this a lot more stable and harder to pull off, which is because I do like to hold this, and I do actually like it, so it was a problem when that part kept falling off. I also have put sticky tape around the edges here, just to make it a lot more stable, to make on the handle as well, just to make it a lot more stable, a lot more easier to carry, and it feels nicer, and it's not as easy to break. And there are some difference in the scopes. So at the back here, I've made some graduated scopes for use over distances, which is actually on the actual gun. And then I've modified some front sights with a tire cut in half, and a lightsaber piece filed either side to make it a bit thinner. Just like that. And they look nice while aiming down the sights. I could probably get you to see it. I'll just put that there. But there you have that. That's how you aim down the sights. That looks nice. I do have the safety here, which would be something along the lines of automatic, semi-automatic, and safety. I have moved this whole sliding section from here up to here, and there is actually a cover, if you can see, that'll go back and reveal the inside, which is just a rubber band, but the cover will go back into the gun to reveal that. You can access this cover just by pulling off the top, just like that, to make sure that nothing's caught in there and that it will load smoothly. So if something like that happens, you just got to open it up, just like that, and you see the inside. This is the part where it all goes backwards into there, and then I've just put it back together, which I will skip. So there we have that. Of course, I haven't added a trigger mechanism yet, which is unfortunate. I would like to do that very soon. Now, there are some other minor changes. I have, of course, changed the magazine. Of course, this is sticky tape too, because it was a pain to be able to pull it out. My magazines originally looked like this, and this was made with the general gist of getting pieces like this and just plugging them in just so the front two connect like that and having them split apart. So the problem with this one is when I put it into the gun, this will close up and I'll need to straighten it out again using the sticky tape, and it will just look like that. Of course, this one is now bigger, looks a lot nicer. It is made in much the same way, except for the fact that I have pieces of Lego, actually separating the pieces. I have blocks with one plate on it going down, and it's separated at intervals by two 1x2 plates, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, just to give it that better curve, because if I gave them all 1s, it wouldn't curve as much. If I gave it all 2s, it would curve right off and it wouldn't look very nice. Now, I've actually made a proper recess for this magazine. Now we'll just change the stand so it will stand better. Just change the stand so it will stand up with the magazine inside the gun. But it just fits in there nicely. Just like that. There you have that. But here we have the AK-47 with the stock, with the magazine inside, and it looks really nice. This fits really well, and you can still have space for you to hold it. Just there. It's like that. It feels nice in your hand. The handle feels good as well. The handle is another change that I made. The handle usually used to be 2x6 out, no 2x7, but I changed it to 2x6, and now it's a lot thinner and it feels a lot better in your hand while holding it. Now, of course, we still do have the stock, which hasn't changed, except for the fact that this has been added into an axle instead of 4 circular clips. I've changed it into 2 circular clips and an axle, and that just fits in there, and it holds a lot better than it did previously with just the 4 circular clips. But there you have that with the actual stock. Now there is another part I added, and I made this. It's a strap made out of an old computer case, and that clicks on there, and the other end goes onto the bottom of the stock. Just here. It does take a little bit to plug it in, but there you have that, and it's got its strap, which is a nice little feature. It's like that. Now, of course, the scope still does connect onto the AK-47, just up the top there. And there is an option for adding on a muzzle brake, which is just this, which would stop, it would act to stop the flash of the muzzle flash, and it would make it a lot less obvious in the dark if you're firing the weapon. But it just adds on just like that, which looks nice. Change that out for our usual barrel, just there. And there you have that. And the last part that I have is this. And it's something that I've been planning since the first make of this. And it is a laser sight for the gun. So it is consisted just of a little laser pointer in there with a special made casing. And it clicks on just using these 2 ratchet pieces there. And it clicks onto the side just like that, and you press the black clip and activates. And you got a nice, there goes the stand and the mag. You got a nice little view. It works better over a long distance. Close up, it seems to just go right beside it and doesn't look very accurate, but over distances it does act as a nice laser sight. So anyway, that is all for this review. That is my newest version of my AK-47. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.